Hi guys, my name is Marcin Podskarbi. I'm an attorney, mostly dealing with immigration law and business law. I am owner of Total Legal and owner of Law Office of Marcin Podskarbi. Total Legal is located in Warsaw. Law Office is located in Los Angeles, California. I'm going to talk about immigration and business law in this sequence of video for you. First of all, I want to tell you that I really admire you for coming here to Poland and trying to build the businesses, study, and just deal with the immigration law by yourself. That's tremendous achievement. So just want to give a big hand. Congratulations. I want to also tell you that short story about myself. I lived in United States for 13 years, so I've been an immigrant myself. I had to deal with the immigration law, and a lot of times I had problems because of that. So I completely understand what are you coming from and what problems you might have here in Poland. That's why I'm trying to help you, okay? In this sequence of video, I'm going to talk about, like I said, immigration and business law. Today we're going to start with temporary residence card based on employment. If you have any other topic that you want me to discuss, you can just post a comment and I will gonna do the video about that, all right? But today we're gonna talk about employment based temporary residence card, which is problematic itself. I want to give you a list of the documents. Shortly, I'm not gonna do a long video. Hopefully this is gonna help you to prepare the application by yourself, okay? So what you need to do, fill out the application. You have to fill out the application and make a copy of it, so you need to submit it in 2 copies, all right? Just remember, 2 copies. Then the attachment number 1. The attachment number 1 is signed and filled out by your employer. He has to fill out company information, sign under this attachment. The information refers to like the length of your employment, the money, how much you're going to make, and etc. Okay, so this is also important. Third thing you must have, of course, 4 pictures, payment for the immigration application, which is going to be 440 zloty, 440 zloty to the immigration office. Then you need a passport, scan of your passport, all pages which have a stamp on it. It's going to be a lot of documents, so just prepare and pause this video if you have to. Make notes, just whatever you have a problem with, you can always contact our office, but it's just going to be a lot of documents to fill it out, all right? So we have already like this application, right? Attachment number 1, 4 pictures, copy of your passport. Now we're going to a little bit more complex documents, such as employment contract. Employment contract you have to take from the employer, all right? You take from the employer and you ask for as long as it's possible, because, for example, if the employment contract is going to be for 6 months, that means you're going to get the card for 6 months. If the employment is going to be indefinite, that means you're going to get the card for 3 years. And this is what you're looking for, all right? Employment contract. So, insurance. You either have private insurance or employer is paying your ZUS, and you have ZUS RCA document, which is also equal to insurance. But you have to talk to your employer whether he pays ZUS for you. If not, if the employment is for future, then you need to have private insurance. House contract, at least 3 months valid from the moment the card is going to be issued. You have to look at this. If the card processing is around 4 to 5 months, so you also need to indefinite employment. Housing contract, at least a year, 1 year, This way you can actually submit it to the immigration. They're not going to cause any problems. Now, recently, it's been a while, but recently they immigration officers are very strict about utility bills. So not only employment, not only housing contract you must have, you need to also show some kind of utility bills. Either you pay by yourself, like electricity or I don't know, cable or whatever, and you have to submit to the housing contract a couple utility bills with the confirmation of payment for it, or you get the statement from the owner of the apartment that all the utility bills are included in the housing contract. This is also something they give a lot of rejections based on. So just be careful of that. If someone was previously employed, he needs to get a tax clearance and a previous tax returns. If for someone who has a new application, just came to Poland, and that doesn't apply. But for someone who stays in Poland previously, like last year, working somewhere else in a different capacity, then he needs this tax clearance. One of the most important documents is going to be a labor market test. Many applications are getting rejected based on the labor market test. What is it? Labor market test is for the employer. Employer has to send a application to the labor market, to the labor office, so the labor office issue the document saying that there is no Polish workers available on the market, and sends back to the employer. This document is valid for 6 months, and you just give it you just put it to your application and send it. Without this document, you most likely have your application rejected. Some of the employees don't need the labor market test, but it's just based on the special qualification of the job. So it depends from what type of job you are doing. This is the answer whether you need the labor market test or not. There is also a statement. Usually they require a statement from you that you either support, and if you do support, how many people you support living in Poland. If you don't, then the statement that you don't support any people in Poland. So that will be probably it. It's like 10 or 11 numbers of the list. So it's a lot of documents, It takes a long time to prepare all of it. And what's worse, you either send all the originals, or you have to go to the notary and notarize all of these documents, whatever you're going to send a copy. Otherwise, it's also going to be rejected. So you see, it's like 11 documents, notarization, copies of the documents. Just the paper-wise is like 100 pages, And if you missed at least 1 or 2 pages and you're going to do it wrong, application rejected. I just give you like at the end of it, a short story. I went to the immigration office last time, and there was maybe 200 people on the left side and none on the right side. On the left side, the people were making applications and sending the applications, getting the fingerprints. And on the right side, the lady was standing and was asking if somebody is to number B, let's say. Number B. Nobody was there. And number B was to pick up the cards. Can you imagine that 95% applications are being rejected? So think twice if you want to do it on your own. If you have help, get the help from the professionals. Otherwise, it's a lengthy process. And if you're going to be stuck in appeal, that means 1 year without a card. 1 year struggling with the immigration process here. You don't want to do that. So pick up the phone and call our office and secure your card now. Alright? Alright, listen guys, next week we're going to talk about something else. If you want to talk about something special, write a comment and I'm going to be happy to talk about it. Alright? Enjoy Poland. It's going to be summertime coming up. It's going to be beautiful. And I see you soon. Cheers.